Hello, Father Kiko. Good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning, Sister
It's,
Jessica.
it's nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Father, how do you find Indonesia again after your last visit here?
My last visit was for leisure and fun with my family somewhere in Bali. So this is my first work visit here, or mission visit, if you may, here in Indonesia, and my first time in Java and Surabaya area.
Oh, this is your first time for visit as a Vincentian family.
My very first time.
Oh, and how do you find it in Indonesia?
Indonesia is very similar to the Philippines. The weather, the culture, the people, and all. And I feel very, very humbled by the very warm reception you all have given me. Thank you very much, sister.
Well, it's nice experience. And what is actually your role in Vincentian family in Philippines, especially in international?
I do represent and I do work with the Vincentian Marian youth since it is based and housed since 2022 in Manila, Philippines, after more than 20 years of being in Madrid, Spain, and I'm referring to the Vincentian Marian Youth International Secretariat. So we all represent our Director General, Father Thomas Mavrich, in our humble work with our Vincentian Marian Youth.
Okay, and after you visiting VMY in Indonesia, some region in here, how do you find it? The experience, we move one place to see directly what happened there.
The young always gives us hope and energy and joy, and visiting certain VMY groups first in Kediri, and then we moved to Magetan,
Yes,
Parang, and then
Sarangan.
Sarangan, and even in the Surabaya area,
And also Bojonegoro before
Bojonegoro
Surabaya.
before Surabaya. While the travel is a little challenging, but nothing compares to the energy and the hope that these VMY groups in all of these places really give us and offer me, and the vibrance of these young people, even guided and accompanied by adults.
Yeah. And do you have any insight or suggestion for us, especially for the advisors, local advisors or national advisors, to accompany them? Because it's like VMY in Indonesia alive again after so many time to pause, and then we started again. Do you have any suggestion for us?
Yes, all can boil down to accompaniment, genuine friendship with the young, which of course for the adults and the advisors, which requires a lot of dedication, devotion, time, patience, love, providing safe spaces for our young children, and trying as best as we can, despite our feeble nature, to model them the way, because our young people also search for good models, people who can help them navigate through life in this day and age. And to go directly to some insight, or one insight, is something that I have already shared with most of those we visited the last few days, and it's the eye of the master fattens the horse. So the time dedicated, I think it's very, very crucial. Accompaniment is that without it, many groups, especially young groups or groups of young people, will always struggle without genuine accompaniment. So the eye, the devotion, the dedication of those entrusted to journey with our young is very, very crucial for its growth or the opposite of it.
Thank you so much, Father.
Very welcome, sister.
Yeah, because it's very challenging for us, it's not easy to make together the young people to join with the Vincentian group, especially VMY, because before we have SSVP Junior as well, and the other categorical group, youth group. But yeah, it's really nice to by having you in Indonesia visiting us, and also give the new energy to us. And thank you very much for your visitation for our VMY. And also I want to ask, regarding this Asia Pacific Vincentian family, what is your expectation to this meeting and to the Vincentian family in this region?
I always love what I'm hearing when I attend the Vincentian family gatherings. It's always the search for ways on how to address the needs and the concerns of our Vincentian youth. Even if many questions are still left unanswered, the very fact that the leaders of our Vincentian family discuss and talk about their concerns for the young is something very, very positive. Even the recognition by the adults that time and focus spent on our youth is still minimal, the fact that it is always part of the conversation at least assures me that the young are never and will never be forgotten. For after all, Jesus was young. The church is herself when it is young and when it remains young. And the young people, as Pope Francis would say in his encyclical, the young people are not only the future of the church, but the present. So how can we ignore the young? I think we owe it to them. And I just hope, this is a dream, this is a wish. I hope we can have more full-time, either a sister or priests or lay advisors. I hope we can have more full-time people who can accompany the young, because of the realities of our different ministries, the work for and with the young is simply a part of another ministry by the sister or by the Vincentian. How I wish we can afford that luxury of having a more full-time or more full-time ministers journeying with the youth.
Yeah, it's really good, right? Do you think that we have already give a proper formation for the young Vincentian, which is lay or religious, and also for our lay mission partner? Do you think we have already give them a proper formation?
I don't think so, because the world changes so rapidly that even our formation programs and formation efforts should match the pace of the changes. So since formation has to be ongoing anyway, and it has to be very, very relevant, my frank answer to that, sister, is it would never be enough. Or we may even be lagging a little behind, or so much behind what we should give, what formation we should give, but we try to catch up. And formation will always be key and vital in the achievement of our goals as Vincentian family. Because without formation, what can we give in return to the mission?
Thank you, Father. And what comes up in your mind when I say legacy?
Legacy for the young and for the Vincentian family?
Yes.
I go back to genuine, dedicated accompaniment. Because we are a synodal church.
Yes.
We journey together, and there can be no synodal church without us or one another accompanying one another, especially our young.
Thank you so much, Father. And the last thing, could you give one sentence to give a whole your experience in Indonesia, or one message for Indonesia Vincentian family?
Never give up on its call for collaboration, even if collaboration might be the most difficult thing to do within the family.
Thank you so much, Father.
Very welcome,
It's
sister.
really nice conversation with you. Salamat po. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.